Hey everyone, hope everything is going well. You guys and gals know that drill. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. Alrighty, so I watched this really interesting video by Sports Card Collector Chronicles. So make sure to check this video out and give him a follow as well. And he said that he asked the question, are sports card influencers and businesses corrupting the hobby? And this, is a topic that I've dwelled into, but I wanted to showcase what I really liked about this video, or the minute or so. Let me play it for you.
But the overwhelming amount of this type of content just pushed into everybody's face is distorting reality and creating a false sense of success and glamour to a younger generation of impressionable minds. You see the way these kids run up to these guys at shows? They give them presents. Are you serious? You have an 8 to 15-year-old kid using their hard earned money to buy presents for someone to give to a show. I mean, don't get me wrong, great on the kid, super nice kid, but really, this is what we're doing? The fact that we've gotten to this point is frustrating. Look, the reason it's so frustrating is you have a large swath of these people that frankly don't know the hobby. If it's anything pre ultra modern, they're out. But it's just not the old guy and me saying, oh, the young guys don't know about the old stuff. The stuff they really don't know about is how do you build a collection? How do you teach a younger child to build a collection? How do you show someone to have fun in a hobby that doesn't require them to mortgage a home? And most importantly, because of the content a lot of these people show, it shows you they don't truly give a crap about the future of the hobby for the next generation. And for me, one of my big efforts is always setting the hobby up for the future. They operate in a self-looking.
That's really interesting. So, I've been told, in the comment section and elsewhere that, hey, look, your type of content, my type of content is going to drive people out. But ultimately, I tell people, hey, basically watch out for this roadblock. That's my type of content. And then, I do some other type of content as well. But the thing is that this individual talks about the future of the hobby. And I think that's really important because I had a video with or I did a live stream with LT, and also it was this one, right? LT and Splenda. And in this live stream, what ended up happening was that it's going to an anyways, maybe I'll pull it for another video. But in this video, what LT was talking about, and he also discussed this with baseball card collector dealer, and he was saying that, hey, he went to an LCS, and what they were telling him was that, look, I'm dealing with, or I see these kids, and they only care about, making money now. It's not about, hey, I got this nice card, right? Or I want to trade this card to get that, right? It's nothing about that. It's like, oh, I didn't make money on it. It was that attitude. And when you're a kid, you know, I didn't look at cards like, oh, I didn't make money. Like, okay, I get it. If you are in the business and you're older, that's fine. But how are you going to get more people in the hobby when all these young guys care about is money, right? Like, you see people from the industry, they're quiet about this, right? They're just about, hey, let's make the most amount of money today. It's not about long-term planning, in my opinion. Well, they may counter saying, like, hey, look, we're doing kids events, right? Yeah, but it's all about the money, right? Now, there's nothing wrong, as you get older, if you want to be involved in the speculative side, But it just seems that the influencers out there, you know, I personally think that it could end up burning them in the long run, right? And let me look at some financial concept, right? I looked at M2 money supply the other day, right? And this was probably pretty, I think this was one of the concepts that I use, or this is one of the concepts I use, right? And just basic economics, right? What caused a lot of people to come in during the pandemic, or what caused a lot of people to come in 2020, right? We were locked in at home and they printed money like crazy and you didn't have to pay your mortgage. You didn't have to, right? Now you have to back pay it later on. So then what, February? And then you saw all this money printing, right? When you see money printing, that will equate to higher prices, at least in the short run. Okay. I didn't see any of the influencers talking about money supply. I didn't see them talking about, what I talk about, the 10-year tips in relation to like, hey, look, we're going to get some roadblocks ahead, right? And then, fast forward to last year, and I discussed this, right? The Marvel pumpers were pumping all these PMG cards, right? And they're telling you to be positive, so the prices of your cards won't go down, right? Your collection won't go down, which is nonsense, right? They say that, oh, okay, it's because you want the demand to remain higher, right? But you're not looking at the most important part, and that's, the interest rate component. Higher interest rates, at least in the short run, will hurt the value of your cards, which many people did not price into, you could say, their equation, trying to figure out the price of cards. A lot of people learned the hard way. And, the money supply remained constant, or actually went lower, right? As interest rates went higher, card values went lower. And the influencers, I didn't see many of them talking about it. Maybe Jeff Wilson the other day talked about, higher interest rates, right? Hurting the card market. But, no offense, he wasn't talking about it last year, and probably because he doesn't look at that, right? I look at it because I look at gold. I trade gold. I now trade around Bitcoin, or I have Bitcoin related investments. So I eyeball the Fed, I eyeball 5-year tips, 10-year tips, etc. So when you see, this over here, right? And when you see the influencers out there and just saying, hey, just be positive, and not giving, in my opinion, the analysis that should be coming from them if they're spending this amount of money, right? Only look to buy, take that risk, right? I think that a lot of people are going to end up getting burned and they're going to end up leaving, right? I view a lot of this influencer marketing as fake. Obviously, I have more of an analytical way of looking at, the card market. And yeah, sure, everyone collects to a certain degree, everyone speculates to a certain degree, but this is what I do on this channel as well. But I want to give my own thoughts about this. What do you think? Do you think, as this individual was saying, that sports card influencers and businesses are basically ruining the hobby, corrupting the hobby? Now, some people would be like, hey, we get more people through influencers, right? You may have some people leave, but in the long run, it's better. I want to hear your thoughts. Anyways, let me know. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. Thank you. Bye.